What is normal in your country, but seems weird to the rest of the world? Being middle class with a property, having a 6-foot wall, electric fencing linked to an alarm, automated gate and garage doors, with security clamps over the gate motor to prevent theft of the motor, security gates over every door, burglar bars, and a house alarm system with infrared sensors linked to armed response with a reaction time of under 3 to 4 minutes. South Africa? Yep. In my friend's country, Easter is when gangs of boys roam the countryside, pouring water over girls and beating them, gently, with sticks. The girls then have to thank them for it. I thought that was pretty weird. Edit, she's from Slovakia. We have matrimonial ads in newspapers and sites to find grooms and brides, which I think don't happen in Western countries, and they find it strange. The ads are mostly published by parents. It's like Tinder supervised by parents. India? Tindia. In university we thumped the tables to applaud our professors, instead of actually applauding, or doing nothing. During my exchange semester everyone not from Germany was looking at me confused why I did this. A short while ago they stopped selling alcohol after 10 PM. At some stores you couldn't even get non-alcoholic beer. What's weird though is that wine is not considered alcoholic drink, so you can buy it anytime. Welcome to Moldova. Whole restaurants cheering when a plate or glass is smashed, UK. Once was in a Canadian bar/restaurant on holiday and the waiter dropped a tray of glasses. The local looked horrified when I was out of my seat screaming I am Canadian. Would be horrified, haha. Putting broken glass bottles on the walls around your house so burglars can't jump it and rob you. I moved to Canada and they don't even have walls around the houses. Drinking beer before 12:00 clock and seeing it as part of the culture. Tax not included in advertised price. Yeah, I find this so weird. The cracks that are just wide enough to be able to see in and out of public restroom stalls. United States, I've heard it's thought of as weird, since many other countries enjoy the luxury of privacy. Men holding hands in public as a display of friendship is normal in Afghanistan, but super weird in the West. Bagged milk. I know it's normal in some places, but not here in the UK. Unsuccessfully helping your dad look for one of his missing thongs, and then watching him squeeze into one of your mum's, so he can go out into the backyard and get the laundry. I'm told the rest of you, incorrectly, call them flip-flops. Cheese curds and gravy over fries. Canada isn't real. A magical land covered in Christmas, where everyone is nice and syrup literally falls from the trees. Like that's a real place. Nobody eats cheese curds, fries, and gravy. Don't be pouting these vicious rumors about. Lol. Eating with our hands. In 1969, the same year the man landed on the moon, Miss Gloria Diaz coveted the Philippines' first Miss Universe crown. During the preliminary Q&A, she was asked, "Is it true that you Filipinos use your hand when you eat?" To which she replied, "Why do you use your feet?" and went her way to winning the crown. Calling them all chips, not crisps, hot chips or anything else. Just chips, except you wedges you can have a different name. Legal drinking age of beer and wine is 16. Sprinkles on buttered bread is made by fairies and is perfect for kids' parties. And anything negative said about said treat is sacrilegious. Calling a traffic light a robot. South Africa? I moved to Namibia from Canada years ago, and people kept saying just head to the top of the hill and turn left at the robots. It took me about 3 months to stop looking for weird robot signs or statues, cause that's what I figured they were getting at. Putting chips in our burgers. Edit, I'm referring to the British version. Fries in America but fatter. Deep fried Mars bar. Edit, I'm from New Zealand. For those asking, these are usually sold in fish and chip shops. And Oreos. and cheesecake, and butter, and beer, and Snickers. Edit. Sorry to say guys, but I'm not from NZ. I'm from Texas. I don't know why, but teenagers from my place, Vietnam, like to put hot sauce on everything, like pizzas, chips, French fries, spaghetti, rice, cakes, hamburgers, anything you can think of. Pharmaceutical commercials. Eating biscuits and gravy. I traveled to the UK and told them that biscuits and gravy is a very common breakfast food, and as you would expect they were highly confused. Biscuit equals cookie across the pond. Why we would take something sweet and cover it in gravy. And also was confused that the gravy we use has sausage in it and is white. Taxes. We have this weird system where the government really kind of knows what we should pay, but they offer us an opportunity to guess and maybe pay the right thing. But if we don't pay the right thing, we get penalized. I remember listening to a podcast where people all over the world were super confused about how the US does taxes. Most other places the government sends you a bill and you pay it and you're done. Having spaghetti in McDonald's. Is this a thing only in the Philippines? That's hilarious. Every nation has its local dishes at McDonald's though. We have them at Crockett. In Hawaii you can get Spam at McDonald's. Vegemite. Vegemite. Leaving your baby alone outside for their nap, even if it rains or snows. This is also the normal thing to do in Denmark. All midday naps are outside in a pram. Same if you are at a cafe. It's quite normal to leave your child outside in their pram, as long as you can see them. My wife and I were in Sweden on a day with below freezing temperatures. We went to this cafe with all these baby carriages lined up out front. We were terrified to look down and see a baby laying in one. She was very bundled up, but still. Then we noticed all the carriages had babies in them. Marrying someone without knowing them and only seeing their face once the marriage is agreed on. I have a friend from uni with a similar story. I'm told one day his dad will simply provide him a wife and that will be that. He seemed very chill, but man would I be freaking out. His exact words were "it is what it is." In the Philippines, it would be people living with their parents. Everybody I know whose parents' homes are in the city choose to live there. With the relatively low wage to cost of living ratio, it is not unusual for married couples to share houses with their in-laws. I work remote, and I still live with my parents and pay zero rent. Of course, I pay all the bills, feed them and do all the home repairs and chores. Calling mixed race people coloreds. I'm from South Africa and I'm colored, but when I went on holiday in Spain, colors is a derogatory term, but in South Africa it's completely normal. Everyone rags on the US for using imperial, but can we talk for a second about how weird we are here in the UK for using both inconsistently? You buy a pint of milk or beer, but a liter of Coke and 25 milliliters of whiskey. People know how many miles to the gallon their cars get, but you buy fuel at pence per liter. You watch the weather forecast and the temperature is in Celsius, but the wind speed is in miles per hour. Most people can tell you their weight in kilograms and their height in feet, and if they can't give you kilograms they can probably give you stone instead, which is even older than pounds, which nobody uses as a unit of measurement, probably because of the confusion between lbs and pounds. It's a glorious mess. Being left off of maps. Kiwi A. This could be a great Hollywood plotline. Something apocalyptic happens, and for hundreds of years humanity is in chaos. Then finally someone escapes on a ship and hits New Zealand, which has magically escaped the global chaos, and they're like, wow, this place wasn't on our maps. Having a garbage can in the bathroom for used toilet paper. That's actually really common in a lot of countries. A lot of sewer systems can't handle toilet paper. Direct democracy in Switzerland. It often baffles me when I read what the government can pull off in other countries without ever involving the population. Like, yay, you get to elect representatives, but it often seems to me that those people then elect someone who elects someone who elects someone. Is it really still democracy if you're about 5 steps removed from the actual decisions? Greeting people, male or female, with a kiss on the cheek, or 2 depending on the province. I know this is also true in some European countries. That's where we got it from. My Spanish roommate moved here to England and she kissed me on the cheek when we first met. I knew that mainland Europeans kiss each other when meeting, but I was not expecting it at all, and awkwardly just kind of stood there and let it happen, because I didn't know why she was coming so close to me. I have no idea if not kissing her back was offensive or not. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. New videos every day. Check out our playlist.